All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, an all new episode and also simulcasting it on the WTF podcast. Nelson Torres here along with Caroline Stewart.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And we have here Queen Tara, ladies first, and Tyler Cage, or is it Vincent Cage? Which one is it today?
It's Tyler Cage. It's always been Tyler Cage. I don't even know why people. I mean,
You're infamous for that.
In real life, people do call me Vincent because I don't go by my actual name. So.
Well, I mean, you know.
I wanted to step out of my dad's shadow, so that's the whole point.
Well, somebody recently compared you to the other Vince, but that's a whole nother story. With that, Wrestling Outlaws thoughts about right now. All right. Once again, we're coming to you from Manhattan Neighborhood Network on the WTF Wrestling Outlaws. First time we're doing it on Wrestling Outlaws and WTF podcast simultaneously. Simulcast, if you will. Right, Caroline?
Yes, simulcasting and simultaneously.
At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson Torres this week, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for Caroline. I love when she corrects me because she's the goddess of music.
No, nor more like I actually pay attention in English class.
Oh, I did too. My English is kind of weird, you know that?
No shit.
But I just love when she says vagina, that's why. So, at any rate, so tonight we have two very special guests here on our podcast and WTF Wrestling Outlaws. I know Tyler Cage was here last week, who said he was going to bring his wife. Well, there she is, Queen Tara, right?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and your friend is not here today, or your brother, if you will. What happened to him?
Well, he's not here today because due to complications and stuff like that. But he did leave a. Well, the first message was to Angelo Vega. You know, he's basically trying to be a ripoff of my brother, and something you should never do is try to be like somebody else. You should never do that. But the one thing that he literally told him is that be prepared because the war has just begun.
Okay.
Because we do know that Ace Bradley is going after Angelo Vega for the Universal Championship. But the question is, what's going to happen in the outcome of that match? Is Anarchy 99 going to get involved? Yes, that is what we are. We are Anarchy 99. We are a team of mercenaries that is going to change the course of WTF for years to come. You see, if Angelo Vega was smart, he would have did us all a favor and just shut the hell up, because at the end of the day you've done a very good job of pissing us off, the entire family. And that is something you don't want to do, especially when you don't got backup in your corner.
Wow.
And as for Happy the Clown, you say he's going to slap me. The only thing he needs to do is do us all a favor and stick to what he knows. Because if a joker can laugh, so can a clown. And a clown like Happy the Clown is not as good as much as he runs his mouth.
All right. So exactly, which is strong words, right, Caroline?
Well, there definitely are, but let's be honest, Angelo has been running his mouth as of late.
He's always running his mouth.
But in more ways than one, to the point that his grave is getting 6 feet deeper.
Well, still talking about this. You know, I literally gave you respect, and I challenged you. Matter of fact, I didn't even challenge you. I basically told you. How about you do us all a favor and shut the hell up and defend your championship? Because all you've been doing is running your mouth and sitting on your couch and basically talking about my wife. That's all you've been doing. And then you had the audacity to talk about my mother. Something you don't do.
Yeah, to get to that, I remember the episode in question about maybe a month ago. We had TJ the Game Master, a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah, another guy who says that another thing you stated, that I disrespect the legends. Listen, if I'm going to respect a legend, I'm going to respect a guy that has been here for 20 years, a guy that is your world champion, a guy by the name of Chris Angel. The guy who has basically went around the world and defeated some of the greatest superstars that this industry has to offer. All right? a guy that's a paper champion like Angelo Vega, or do you want to talk about Chris Angel, a dominant champion? And yet, you want to basically give up that championship to a guy like Happy the Clown, who basically, he won the Rumble, but look who he defeated. He defeated Demented. He defeated Ace Bradley. He defeated Joey Sins. Don't get me wrong, former world champions. Maybe even, Joey Sins, a television champion.
He's a rock star, too.
Rock star.
Yeah, he is.
Former television champion in WX. But let's be honest. What has Happy the Clown? He's already a United Continental Champion. What has he done? By beating what, Nightmare? Come on. That match, it was good. But come on, the guy looked like he was out of breath. It looked like the guy couldn't even lace up anybody's boots. And what have you done since? We haven't seen Happy the Clown in over what? How long? We haven't seen Angelo Vega since the last time he literally clowned Nelson on the actual show.
Well, he was talking about
And he didn't mention anything about anybody. All he mentioned was the fact, how Nelson screwed him over, how Jason did this, and everybody did all this.
Talking about big time Jason.
Yeah. That's all you've done is run your mouth. When are you gonna actually shut the hell up and fight? So what's gonna happen? I am not some jackal. I'm not the Nightmare. Yep. I'm not the TJ Gamer, whatever the hell you want to call this guy. These are guys that are old-timers. They're no longer here anymore. Let me tell you something, Angelo Vega. You're a nobody. You ain't shit. And let me tell you something. If me and you ever do face, trust me, you're going to need an army to take me down. Because let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how good of a champion you are. Let me tell you something. Your championship is not even compared to my dominance.
Well, you mentioned just now, you said a little while ago, he said something about your mother. Now, I'm trying to figure out when he said, but your wife has an audio clip of it, too, and I think we could play it out here, too, as well,
yeah.
too. We have the video to play. So let's play that audio clip, please, for me, so we can verify this.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, you little young fuck. What's with these young people, all disrespectful all the time? They think they run shit. Oh, I do this, I do that. I'm young, I'm healthy, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, you were still sucking your mother's titties while I was fucking wrestling. So shut the fuck up.
Okay. Well, Caroline, you just heard it now. That was like about a month ago that he said that.
You know what's funny is?
Yeah.
You know why he's got everything handed to him? He reminds me of Seth Rollins. He reminds me when Triple H, like Nelson, gave the keys to the castle.
I don't give anybody. What are you talking about,
No, listen.
Dude?
No, check this out. It's come full circle, because it really has. Because when a guy like that comes to the terms with reality, it's really funny, because he will never come to the reality. He only lives in a fantasy. So he says that I suck on my mama's titties, or whatever the case is, that he's done this more times than me. Listen, yeah, you started in 1995. Do you know what I was doing at that time? Minding my own business and getting an education. Something you know nothing about an education.
Ooh, no comment there.
You know nothing. I was going to school, making a living.
Well, Caroline,
fighting for my life, protecting my family.
Yes.
Okay? Something you know nothing about. But the fact of the matter is, if I was here, I guarantee you wouldn't have been champion. Matter of fact, you might have been our bitches, to be quite honest, because that's the only thing you will ever be.
Well, that's Caroline. I have to ask you. You're only hearing all this right now. There's all this craziness in the last couple of weeks. To be fair, I was there, and I tried to prevent from Angelo saying all this about his mom, which I didn't really realize till after the fact. What do you think about this?
Well, again, when it comes to any sort of family members, whether it be wife, husband, lover, or even just someone in a part of parent, anything parental, it's more of You really draw the line on that one.
Yeah, you're crossing the line. You're crossing that line where it's that you shouldn't be going.
Well, yeah, obviously that's. a
And then
given.
speaking of his wife, Queen Tara's right here. So I know everybody's dying to hear what you had to say. And we do have Angelo via satellite in just a little bit.
Okay. He always want to put me in his mouth.
Right.
Oh, he's on live jerking off to his wife or staying at home and spending time with me. So what? Yeah, he does that. But you do realize, even if I take care of him, he still trains and he gets the job done. He still ends up dominating. Where has Vega been? He hasn't defended his title since when? He talk about how he's such a big champ. Really? You've been a paper champ like how long now? And you want to mention me, you want to mention him. But you say he's not a threat. But you won't take him up on his challenge. Why did he have to defeat everybody for you to actually give him a title shot? Like Trent, he beat Trent like how many times? Exactly.
That's Cole Bradley for those who are wondering. So, but that's just you just heard it too, and you're getting annoyed by the fact that he keeps bringing you up, sometimes for no reason at all. Which, by the way, I do agree. The fact that you don't bring a family member or a significant other that has nothing to do with this situation. So I understand where she's coming from. I'm sure you understand that too. So when you hear Angelo say all this, and he's saying my wife, my this, and y'all know he's playfully saying this, but what happens when you see that? What do you get? You get upset? You get happy? What?
It makes me want to come into the ring and actually fight, because I told my husband this many times. You can train me and I'll definitely go and wrestle, because he wants to talk and talk and talk. How about you face me? You never face a woman. You face many guys before, so why not face me?
What do you think, Caroline?
Well, I definitely don't see that as an issue. I mean, if he can talk the talk.
He has to back it up. He's got to fight his wife, as he says. You know, you know.
You know, what's crazy is the fact that Angelo talks a big game, but what he's failed to realize is that since I've been back, nobody has been able to stop me. And you know why I've literally took a lot of absence and why I've been gone for so long? It's because, yeah, I've been taking care of my family. I've been taking care of my wife and basically doing what a husband is supposed to do.
Right.
But what he's failed to realize is that
You're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed
the
to
thing
be...
about it is all you've ever done is sit on your couch and talk about me and talk about drinking a bucket of AIDS. You know, it's funny.
No, that's a harsh thing
You know,
to
it's
say.
funny how you keep saying that, but
Why are we talking about buckets
no,
of AIDS?
I'm
know
telling
what
you
I
the
mean?
reason why I say that is because
I just
mean,
don't like the AIDS thing. Too.
I don't like
too.
it
That
either. I mean, it's
offends a lot of
disrespectful
people.
to people that's basically fighting for their lives, and you want to make a joke out of it. You know, it's completely disrespectful, but it's also, if you really look at it, it's also, to me, it's like it's really getting really irritating.
But you know, before we go further, we do have some behind-the-scenes videos because you just came in. This is the first time we're doing this on WTF Wrestling Outlaws of all the stuff that we do, and you know, to get this all ready because let's face it, they were really all fired up about what Angelo's been saying the last couple of weeks.
Right.
So let's just check it out real quick. And by the way, shout out to 924 to do that. So welcome back to WTF Wrestling Outlaws, and we have via satellite on the screen Angelo Razorblade Vega. So
Hey everybody, what's up? It's the WTF Universal Champion and the only icon of WTF, Angelo Razorblade Vega. So I just want to say real quick, right off the bat, it's been a crazy few weeks here on WTF, especially the back and forth with me and the disrespectful little millennial fuck who should still go drink a bucket of AIDS, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. First off, more important stuff. Next week, we will announce the second inductee to the WTF Hall of Fame. So if I were you people, tune in next week. You don't want to miss it. It will be shocking, so to speak, but also well deserving. Now, Vincent Cage, or Tyler Cage, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. That's how much I don't give a fuck. All right? You're sitting there with your wife and your little butt buddy there next to you. Listen, let me clarify something. You want to come on this show and you want to disrespect of WTF Wrestling Outlaws, the men who paved the way for your little disrespectful millennial ass? Well, I got news for you. Since you want to be so disrespectful, then why do you want to be here? It doesn't make no sense. So since you want to be disrespectful, ain't nobody gonna give you shit. Okay? You need to earn it. And speaking of shit, all this shitty stuff happens a lot of the time because of Nelson.
Jesus.
Nelson is the epitome of New York shitty. That's why it's fucking shitty sometimes.
Go fuck yourself.
But anyway, that's all I got to say for now. Tune in next week as we will announce the second inductee to the WTF Hall of Fame. This is WTF Wrestling Outlaws. I'm Angelo Vega, the Universal Champion. I'll see you next week.
Well, that was quite interesting from interesting choice words from Angelo Vega. Once again, Caroline, before we get Tyler Cage, excuse me. What do you think what he just said? I think, did he cross a line once again?
Well, as always, he always does. There's really nothing else to say except that.
What do you think, Caroline, though?
There's nothing else to say except that that was a little bit disrespectful, don't you think?
I would agree, especially towards me and towards his Queen Tara, which I do apologize for that on behalf of myself. And I don't know if I can speak for Angelo, but I do apologize for that. So, Tyler Cage, what do you have to say?
You know, you keep saying that I need to earn my achievements. I need to earn my spot. I need to earn this. I need to earn that. But you're missing one valuable piece of information that it's really funny. You see, I didn't want to do this. I really didn't want to do this.
But what? Well,
But now I'm going to announce what I basically didn't want to say earlier, but now I'm going to say it.
Okay, my friend.
You see, Angelo, I do know you have a title defense. You have a title defense against Ace Bradley.
Mhm.
And me and my colleagues, Queen Tara and Casanova Reigns. Now, for those of you that don't know what Queen Tara is about, maybe you should go check about what happened to Mr. Cole Bradley, of what I did to him in our first match.
It's on our YouTube page.
If you want to check that out. And this faction is called Anarchy 99. Now, if you know about Anarchy 99, you know about the government, you know about chaos, and you know about deception. We are a political group that we do not care about politics. We do not care about ungrateful bastards like Angelo Vega that thinks that you're going to beat Ace Bradley and we're just gonna allow that. No. We're like the Shield from Injustice.
So what are you trying to say?
We're basically here to bring injustice into WTF because let's be honest. But now everybody's gonna tune in because now we're bringing legitimacy. We need to bring the justice back. And our first justice is to basically take down Angelo Vega and the rest of WTF by storm.
I mean, I don't know about that, dude. I don't know.
Like I said, we won't stop until every single person is on notice. As far as Angelo Vega and you say that I need to earn my opportunities. Well, wait till you see the surprise that I got.
All right. Well, before you show that surprise, I know you mentioned it just now.
Yep.
Queen Tara, what do you have to say about what Angelo said a little while ago? He did mention you.
Again, like I said, he keeps running his mouth but can't back it up. Like I said, you'll see what our group represent and demonstrate. For Vega, I'm going to put it like this. You want to say my husband have to earn it. Well, once he beats Cole Bradley and I make my statement then, and then once he dominates everybody else, I'm going to keep making a statement. And then when he comes for you, I want to see if you could really back it up. But just know, when you face my husband, you got to watch your back. Because, like he said, Queen Tara can strike at any time, any place. And I'm going to just leave that for a surprise. But I really can't wait to see if he really is going to back it up.
And speaking of surprises, you say you have a surprise, right?
Yes. You see, Angelo Vega likes to talk about accomplishments.
Don't worry.
But as far as Angelo Vega likes to talk about,
Okay.
see, this is the first surprise.
What is that, sir?
See, this is no secret. As you all can see, this is the brand new WTF wrestling t-shirt.
Yeah, where'd you get one?
Well, you can definitely, well, I basically made it on Amazon, of course. But this is not your ordinary paper bullshit t-shirt that you buy at a discount store for only $1.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
This is actually, and on the back,
Mm-hmm.
it literally says no one is safe.
All right, so he's a custom, basically.
As you
Look
can
at this
plainly
guy.
see.
All right, so, yeah, Caroline, I can't... Bringing it out of a book bag, too? Jesus.
Is this title.
What the hell is that?
See, this is the title that made me the greatest of all time. You see, everyone that I have defended this against, they've all fallen. I can name the list of guys that I've defeated for this championship.
But-
Nathan Angels. Jeremy.
All right.
Those are just the pinnacle names that I have basically defeated.
So what's your point?
The point is that Angelo Vega's title doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't defend it on a daily basis. And to Mr. Cole Bradley, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're going to be the first victim of me defending this championship in a false count, no disqualification
you throwing
match.
out challenges like you own the place here? Come on.
Listen, that's the only time to get respect around here. That's the only opportunity. You see, Angelo Vega says that I need to earn it, need to earn my opportunities. Listen, I think my record speaks for itself. I'm the only person that has been undefeated in this company, and I have never been defeated. I've never been pinned. I've never been submitted. The last time I was defeated was against Shawn Jenkins. But since I've been back, I've been on a whole nother level.
All right. So, Caroline, what do you think?
Well, again, you know, he has the resume to prove it. He's got the evidence to prove it.
Well, it is not an official title. It is not a sanctioned title here.
Oh, you're right. It's not a WWF. It's not a WTF title.
And not even a
of course.
WWX title for that matter either.
It actually, technically was, actually.
Was? Okay.
But then it was basically a part of BBW.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get a little text here before we go. Angelo Vega does want to come back and say something. You know, he has a message for you after he's been watching this for the last couple of minutes. So we got to go back to Angelo Vega. So see what the hell does Angelo want?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Now, hold on. Before the show ends today, I forgot. Mr. Cage wanted an apology. All right. I'm a man of dignity. I'm a
What's
man
about
of
the-
class. All right. Okay. I'm gonna swallow my pride with this one, all right? Maybe I took things a little far.
You think?
So, Tyler Cage, you want an apology? Here's your apology. Suck my dick, motherfucker.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll see you next time on WTF Wrestling Outlaws.
Thoughts? What we just saw now?
You know, I know I don't make any decisions in WTF, which is understandable. You're right. I don't make any decisions in WTF. But you need a champion that's going to be a fighting champion. You need a champion that's going to defend. You need a champion that's going to... And let's be honest, if I was the world heavyweight champion, I would be a fighting champion. As for Angelo Vega, you don't want to... Listen, I've been letting this asshole talk a lot of shit, and then this nigga just had the audacity to tell me to suck his dick. So I'm going to say my shit. Don't cut me off.
Well, I'm just trying to wrap it
Listen.
up. We have a little bit of time here, though.
I understand that. But the thing about it is, like I said, I am going to defend this championship.
An unsanctioned title, but go ahead.
And I'm going to show the entire world what a fighting champion is willing to do.
All right, so with that, we're going to wrap this up, and I want to thank Queen Tara for coming by. You finally able to voice your displeasure of what this guy's been saying all this time. And, you know, Tyler Cage and Caroline, any thoughts of what you just saw, any dignity that Angelo has as far as, you know, trying to apologize?
Well, I don't think dignity is in his vocabulary. However, he did try, and that's the emphasis on the word try.
If you want to call it that, right?
Hence why I said emphasis on the word try. However, dignity is not in his vocabulary.
I mean, he's a coward. What you expect? I mean, what do you expect from a stupid asshole who literally had the audacity to say that shit behind a camera? And that's the problem with Angelo Vega. He talks a lot of shit behind the camera, but doesn't have the audacity to say it to my face.
He just kisses asses to keep that title that he
Exactly.
won't
I don't know
defend.
about kissing asses, but be it as it may, we're running out of time. So I want to thank you guys for coming by. And
Oh, and as for Cole Bradley, I will see you soon. Because
You-
eventually...
Quick thing for him, he wants to say I got involved in the match when you could clearly see I didn't until after, while
Exactly.
everybody in the audience want to say I didn't do anything. Well, guess what? Next match, you'll see why Queen Tara is who she is.
all right, with that being said, I want to thank everybody. And thank you once again, Caroline, for sitting through this. This is just wild. All right, guys, with that, we'll see you guys next time in an all-new WTF Wrestling Outlaws and podcast. And we will see you guys next week for sure. All-new episode, of course.
All right, have a good one.
Yep.